Hello viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's lesson, we are going to explore the basis of triangle. The purpose of this video is to help the primary 6 and the junior secondary school students who are having challenges in solving problems on triangle. But before we dive into some related exercise, get ready to learn about the fundamental aspect of triangle and how to apply them to solve various questions. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the notification button to receive every new video we'll be dropping on this channel. So let's get started. So we recall that geometry is the branch of mathematics that deals with the study of different types of shapes, figures, size in mathematics or in real life. So there are several branches of geometry. We have algebraic geometry, discrete geometry, differential geometry, Euclidean geometry, convex geometry, and topology. But in today's class, we're going to concentrate more on Euclidean geometry.
So, basically, Euclidean geometry involves two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. So, let's talk about two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shape properly. So, for two-dimensional shape, is also known as plane geometry and it involves two-dimensional objects that only has two dimensions such as length and breadth. There is no thickness nor height in plane geometry. It's just a flat shape. Examples of plane shapes include triangle, square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezoid, kite, rhombus, circle, etc. Learners should note that any shapes with three sides or more are known as polygon. For instance, triangle is a polygon, square is a polygon, rectangle is a polygon, and many more. Shapes with 7 sides, 5 sides, 9 sides, 10 sides, 11, 12 sides are known as polygon. Solid geometry. Solid geometry is also known as three-dimensional shape, and it involves an object with three dimensions such as length, breadth, and height. It also involves an object with edges, corners, and faces. Examples of solid shapes include cube, cuboid, cone, cylinder, pyramid, prism, etc. So this is the diagram of the 3D shapes that we talk about. We have cube, cuboid, cone, triangular prism, sphere, pyramid, hexagonal prism, cylinder. So all these can be applied to our daily life objects. Now let's talk about polygon. A polygon is any two-dimensional object formed with straight line. A polygon must have at least three sides and corner. A polygon cannot have any curved sides. So we should note this, that a polygon cannot have any curved sides. So basically we have two types of polygon. We have regular polygon and irregular polygon. So example of regular polygons are the shape listed at the left hand side. An example of irregular are the shapes listed at the right hand side. Starting from triangle up to decagon or dodecagon or more than that, all these shapes are known as polygon. Starting from triangle down to decagon or more than that, all these shapes are known as polygon. So if we have a shape with 9 sides, we call it nonagon, with 10 sides, decagon, with 11 sides, undecagon, and with 12 sides, we call it dodecagon. So all these are known as polygon. So in geometry, a triangle is a two-dimensional shape with 3 sides and 3 corners. So in some textbook, you can see this corner as vertex, and plural is vertex. And the side in some textbook is known as face, and the plural is faces. The most important property of a triangle is that the sum of the interior angle is always equals to 180. This property is called angle sum property of triangle. Some major concepts, such as Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry, are dependent on triangle properties. A triangle has different types based on its angles and sides, and we're going to discuss that in this video. Properties of a triangle. Each and every shape in mathematics has some properties that distinguish them from each other. So let's discuss some of the properties of a triangle. The first property states that a triangle has 3 sides, 3 corners, and 3 angles. The second property of a triangle says that the sum of the angles of a triangle is always equals to 180 degrees. And the third property says the exterior angles of a triangle is always add up to 360 degrees. The fourth property says that the sum of consecutive interior and exterior angle is supplementary. The fifth property says that the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Similarly, the difference between the length of any two sides of a triangle is less than the length of the third sides. So in summary, the basic property of a triangle says that angle ABC plus angle BAC plus angle ACB is equals to 180 degrees, and side AB plus side AC is greater than side BC. Side AB minus side BC is less than side CA. And angle ACD is equals to angle CAB plus angle ABC. So before we proceed, let's quickly state some facts about the exterior angle of a triangle. The part where you have the green color, the side, or we call it the angle E, is known as the exterior angle. While other side, or the angle AB, is known as the interior angle. Therefore, angle E, which is on a straight line, is always equals to angle A plus angle B. We're going to discuss this fully in our next class that has to do with the calculation on angle. So stay tuned. So now let's talk about the types of triangle. So triangle itself can be classified based on length or angle. So on the basis of length of the side of a triangle measured using a graduated ruler, triangles are classified into 3 categories, which include the scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. So here is the diagram of each triangle that has to do with length. So for the first one, which is equilateral, as the name implies, all the sides are equal. For the isosceles, only 2 sides are equal. And for the scalene triangle, none of the sides are equal. So types of triangle based on angle. On the basis of measurement of the angle of a triangle measured using a protractor, triangles are classified into 3 categories, and these include the acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. So here is the diagram of the types of triangle based on angle. For the first one, which is right angle, the angle is always equals to 90. And for the obtuse angle, the angle is always greater than 90 degrees. And for the acute angle, the angles are always lesser than 90 degrees. So, let's briefly talk about each types of triangle. For scalene triangle is a type of triangle in which all the 3 sides have different size measure. Due to this, the 3 angles are also different from each other. Isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, 2 sides have equal length. The 2 angles opposite to the 2 equal sides are also equal to each other. So I want us to take note of this property as we proceed in finding the area and perimeter of a triangle. An equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle has all the 3 sides equal to each other. Due to this, all the internal angles are of equal degree, which is always equals to what? 60. And the sum of the angle 60 is always equals to 180. Acute angle triangle. An acute angle triangle has all of its angles less than 90. Right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, one of the angles is equal to 90 degree or right angle, and anywhere the angle is facing is known as the opposite, and on the longest side is known as the hypotenuse, while the other side is known as the adjacent. So this is going to lead us to Pythagoras theorem as we proceed in calculation. Obtuse angle triangle. An obtuse angle triangle has any of its one angles more than 90 degrees. So, we have come to the end of the introduction to triangle. So our next class is going to be on area and perimeter of a triangle, which is going to involve different samples that may include Euler's formula and Pythagoras theorem, and other samples that may seem to be difficult for our students to solve. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press the notification button to receive every new video we're going to be dropping on this channel. See you in the next class.